Yeah, so back to catching up, starting from the beginning. So this is a mono synth. It's based off a CM3340 core of the VCO. The VCF, I believe, will be a 3320 analog VCA envelope sequencer. This is an all analog drum machine, at least all analog voice. That's of course sequencers and analog. So it is. It's meant to be pretty trashy. I love trashy drums. So imagine. So each voice has hard and soft clip, and then in addition to that, I have a drive on the master out, so it can just get completely destroyed. So each voice has its own essentially variegate attached to it. So imagine 7 variegates that are driving this machine. Up to 64 steps per pattern. Each voice can be different lengths and essentially a different variegate. And this was a collaboration with Scott Harbisman, and it's a 4-voice wavetable with analog VCF. These are 3320 VCFs, analog VCA envelopes, and a powerful sequencer attached to it. And as I was just mentioning, so basically the ability to record, all of these have the ability to record things like, for example, I want my number 7 to be a different wavetable than all the rest of them. So I hold it down, I select it, and it will record that movement.
So does it record movement here on the faders too?
So, correct. So if I want to, for example, this morph, so hold down 8, I'm now morphed in a different spot.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it will remember that.
Sweet. And then on the back, MIDI
so the backs are MIDI in and out, USB, a stereo that's 1/8 inch, a 1/4 inch mono, and then power and shit. So this one is super cool because individual trigger ends and also individual outs, which I think is incredibly important. So if I plug a cable into bass drum 1, for example, it pulls it out of the main mix. So as I was mentioning to one person, so let's just say that I have a variegate that is doing some other stuff. I can just insert a cable loosely in here, and if I want to do a fill, I can pop it in here. It pulls it out of the sequencer, and then brings it back.
Yeah.
Wow. So these things are meant to be played out and just tearing shit up.
That's great. Polyrhythms on the drum.
Oh, absolutely. Because of probability, you can set different lengths, different probabilities, and really get absolutely crazy results.
I haven't yet. That is badass. What's the ETA?
I'm shooting for. I'm making this guy crazy. He's an engineer here, basically the lead on these two, and I'm saying I want these things shipping in March.